Well, hello there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault and welcome to another episode. This is the first episode of this week. It's Monday, it's afternoon. We've had a couple of showers over the weekend which has kind of cooled the temperatures down. But still it's quite humid, so you can see me sweating. And I cannot turn on the fan because I don't want the fan noise to interrupt the audio. Now, this will be a straight talk video where I'll be talking about my helmet. Many of you guys kept requesting me as to which helmet I use and you wanted to know more about this. So this is something I picked up in December when the Power Drift collab happened, and if you haven't seen that collab video, it's a very good video. It has a very strong message as the essence of the video, so I would request that you see that video right away. I'll mention the link in the description portion below, or you can search for Dinos Ride for Legends challenge. Now coming back to the helmet, let's just quickly go ahead and look at some of the color scheme options and some dramatic shots of the helmet, and then we'll get back and then I'll talk to you as to what a good touring helmet should be like, or what is my personal preference. I never make claims that this is the best helmet or the best jacket, or I never tell you that this is something that you need to buy or something like that, but it's just my personal opinion, something that I personally prefer, and as a fellow biker brother, because you guys have been so nice to me, so loving towards me, it means a lot. And I also wanted to talk to you guys directly because that's something, sometimes this direct talk helps a lot, and it helps me relieve myself of certain things that are trying to weigh me down as well. And you guys are the best support I have, the best friends I have, each and every one of you. So I just wanted to have a straight talk with you. So everything that you need to know about the Origine GT helmet, that's what it's called. This is the Origine helmet. It's an Italian make, and everything that you need to know about this is coming up. Before that, let's just quickly go through some of the dramatic shots so that you can have a look at or get an idea as to what kind of models that are available. So let's go ahead with that, and I'll get back and talk to you about this helmet in the coming part of the video.
And when you feel like you're nothing but you wanna be something, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something.
That's right. Let's go. Yeah, when you're feeling down and you're out, like you got nothing but doubt, you're alone in the crowd, just trying to figure it out. All of this cloud and this money got you feeling left out. Listen up to me now, every word that's out of my mouth. Wake up, it's me. You gonna follow your dreams, or are you just gonna be another cog in the scene? You feel the hope in this beat, yeah, the hope that you need to proceed and be exactly what you want it to be. I feel right and I'm proud, hype and I'm loud. I'ma shout all about how I feel in the now. Ain't nobody ever gonna try to change me till I'm dead, pushing up daisies. I'm alone in the crowd, I won't feel down. I got hope right now, and I know I'll be found. I don't really care just what all other haters gotta say. I know everything I do is gonna make them fade away.
And when you feel like you're nothing but you wanna be something, well, all you really need is hope. I just want you to trust me if you wanna be something, then all you really need is hope.
Take a look in the mirror, are you seeing some fear? You hear the voice in your ear, can you start to see clear? Are the bad thoughts near? Or can you be where your feet are, when you stand right here and say no? I'm never gonna give up, I'm never gonna slow. The one that doesn't give up, never loses to a foe. The one that could show to myself I could go all the way to the top, can't stop me. I'm a soldier, always closer till it's over. Older, but I'm bolder, moving forward, motor, never slower. Good to know ya, don't go make me drop my shoulder. You need to believe you can achieve everything that you dream. Everything that you need is in the air that you breathe, it's in the mind that you feed, it's in the time that you bleed. Every second of life.
So welcome back to the straight talk. Now I just hope you enjoyed those clips and got an idea as to what you can expect from the Origine helmets. Now this is called the Origine GT helmet. Now Origine is an Italian brand that has been recently introduced in our market, and when I saw this helmet at Shamal Bhai's Vroooom store, and just in case you want to procure this or want to know the exact price of this, it's around 9,000 rupees, And if you want to know about the booking or shipping details, so you can contact him directly. He's a very good chap, very straightforward, sincere guy, and he loves motorcycling himself. He's a rider, he's an avid rider for that matter. He goes out touring and constantly, almost every weekend he goes for camping, and he really enjoys his time with his motorcycles. He owns a Harley himself, so as a fellow biker brother, I feel he's the one of the right chaps to approach for getting quality gear. He has very good variety on offer, so you can check that Vroooom store preview kind of a video which I did when I reviewed that open face helmet with the Darth Vader mask kind of effect. So you can check out that video as well to get a glimpse of what Shamal Bhai's store looks like. Now this is the Origine GT helmet, priced at around 9,000 rupees. Now what is it that defines a good touring helmet? Now first of all, in my opinion, it has to look good, it has to look sexy, it has to look cool. Now you feel like wearing it every time you look at it. So this paint scheme or the color scheme, I personally absolutely love the way it looks. I mean, look at this. You have the fluorescent green or yellow, you have this blue and orange and everything coming out. The font is nice and visible and attractive. Again, you have some number here, number 15, and so it has to look really good and attractive, and it also has to carry vibrant colors such that it enhances your visibility while you're riding on the road. So that adds on to the safety part. Now apart from this, the fit and finish of this is very premium. Like you can say Dino by 9,000 rupees is slightly on the expensive side, but honestly, if you have seen other helmet models in this price range, this one offers quality that is on par with the helmets that cost you between 12 to 15k. So you're getting that kind of quality, premium quality for 9k, which I feel is a very good deal. Now this is the reason Jason from JS Films, when he first saw me wearing this helmet, using this helmet, it was like love at first sight for him. He had no plans of picking a helmet as such, but when he saw this helmet, he said, "Nai Dino bhai, I want this. I really like the way it has been made and it looks really attractive." So he picked it up on his visit to Hyderabad. So that's really, that talks about he's a very experienced biker. So unless and until he was impressed, he wouldn't have picked it up on his visit from Hyderabad. So it talks about the quality, and also some of my other friends who have used this helmet, they say it holds good up to speeds of 150 kilometers per hour, which is really impressive, more than sufficient. I'd rather say the cruising speed is around the ideal cruising speed, the safe cruising speed for us on Indian road conditions is around 110 kilometers per hour or 115. Again, that may vary based on the capacity of the bike, engine capacity of the bike. So but that is a safe zone where you can control the bike just in case something unforeseen happens. So at cruising speeds, it's a piece of cake for this helmet. It is very stable. So stability is another important part while choosing a helmet. Like, it has to be really stable. It shouldn't move around or wobble when you're choosing a helmet. Just first you have to have an idea as to what size fits you. For me, it's large, so you have to have an idea, and you put on the helmet. It has to offer a snug fit. Sorry, it has to offer a snug fit. It shouldn't wobble or move around when you're shaking your head up and down or sideways. So this is one thing you need to check while buying a helmet. That's very important. Also, it needs to have a double D-ring strap, which is the safest strap mechanism that is recommended by all senior riders. Now even tracks like the motorcycle tracks that we have, they actually make double D-ring straps as mandatory. So long as you don't have, if you don't have a helmet that has a double D-ring strap, they will not allow you to ride on the track. Because now why is this rule so hard and fast? Now that's because this mechanism allows you to fasten the helmet really tightly, such that even if you crash, the helmet doesn't slip away from your head. Like when there is a hard impact and you're thrown in the air or you're thrown off your motorcycle, there's tendency of the helmet just slipping away from your head from the impact. So that's how the impact is when you have an accident, because now most of you, like at least I haven't had a major accident in my life of riding motorcycles for nearly 2 decades or so. So but when it happens, I'm told that the impact is so sudden and so hard that you're just literally thrown off the bike, and that depends on the kind of speeds you're doing. So the better the helmet is fastened, or the better way it is fastened to your head, and the kind of fit it offers, the tighter it is fastened, the better it is, such that it doesn't slip away from your head, and your chances of minimizing the fatality is better, so long as the helmet stays put on your head. So that's another important thing. Now one more thing is, many people have a tough time, just in case they're buying a double D-ring strap helmet for the first time. They have a tough time figuring out as to whether it how to fasten the helmet with a double D-ring strap. For that, the mechanism is pretty easy. First you need to put this string, as you can see here, the strap, through both of the D-rings. Then you turn it around, bring it through the, I just hope you can see it clearly, through this particular ring. So I've just gone through both of them first round. On coming on the way back, I have gotten it through one of the D-rings, and then you just fasten it, click it into place with this buckle, or this button over here. So that's how simple it is. I just hope it's visible, and that's another important part. So first thing, it has to look cool. Secondly, it has to offer a snug fit. Then it has to offer a double D-ring strap. This is the third point. And it also has to have good quality inner lining. Now the quality, as you can see here, right from the chin curtain, like the way, the kind of material it's made of, I don't know what material this is, but it's much better than the slightly thinner or cheaper quality chin curtains that we get. It's almost like leather over here, so it's really good. And the cheek pads, you can see, are nice and chunky. They just hug you in as you put on the helmet. And the inner liners are also of very good quality, such that first of all, they are removable and washable, and secondly, the quality is clearly apparent when you wear it. And another thing, the final thing I would say apart from this, is the weight of the helmet. Now if the helmet weighs really it weighs way too much, so it tends to weigh your head down as you keep wearing it for prolonged periods of time, especially after long tours. The more heavy the helmet is, the more tired you are, the more fatigued you feel. So this one is not all that heavy. It's around 1340 grams, I feel, which is pretty light compared to other premium helmets, which are somewhere around 1600, 1700 grams, slightly on the heavier side. So this one is quite light for what it has on offer. The outer shell construction is also quite sturdy, quite strong, quite reassuring. It's made of thermoplastic resin, I suppose. And you also have the aerodynamics well sorted out. As you wear it, the shape of the helmet looks quite legit as you wear it for maybe tourers as well as super sport motorcycles, because I keep reviewing all sorts of bikes, right from commuters to super nakeds or street nakeds or tourers, sport tourers, or even the super sport motorcycles. Now another thing is the rear spoiler. The rear spoiler also looks very well done, and you have adequate air vents on this helmet as well. So you have one over here, you can turn it on or turn it off. You have one near the chin area, again you can turn it on or turn it off. You have one at the back. So this provides for adequate air channeling throughout the helmet, such that you don't feel stressed, or you don't just feel out of breath inside after wearing it for prolonged periods of time. And also the visor is of very good quality. It is anti-scratch and it is anti-UV also, so it protects you from the harmful UV rays. And it's not anti-fog, but the adequate amount of circulation, air circulation or the air ventilation systems that are provided in this helmet or on this helmet ensure that there's no fogging once you're on the go, especially in the early morning conditions. So that's another major plus for this helmet. We also get this all-round beading of very good quality. The things doesn't fall apart all that easily. So since December I've been using it, so it's been 3 months or 4 months already, and it has held up really well despite daily usage by me. And another thing, this also comes with a single flip up mechanism. Now this is really handy, very practically thought of by these helmet manufacturers, because not all helmets offer a single flip up mechanism. So this is a major USP of this helmet. If you want to just speak to your fellow rider, you can just use this, that's it. It's not a stepwise such that you're struggling flipping up the visor just to talk to your fellow rider. It's just one step up or one step down. So you can see here, yes, that's it, or that's it. And this mechanism, again, it's very well put together. It's it shuts you in once you close the visor, and it opens up easily as well. So on the go it works really well. And also you get a dual visor mechanism. So this is the dual visor mechanism. Now why is this useful? Now many of them prefer not to have these goggles inside, but I would say it is a good ploy, because the best visor to have on board, especially if you're going touring, is a clear visor. Because if it's a mercury tinted visor or if it's a black visor, it hampers your visibility to a great extent, especially at night. During the daytime the mercury visor looks pretty good, or even the black visor looks pretty cool, but at night time you would want to have the clear visor, because that offers the best visibility possible. Now, so what if you're riding right into the sun glare, and you want to get rid of that? So that's where the dual visor mechanism comes into play, and these goggles really offer a cooling effect. Even with this plain visor down, just like this, you have a dual protection system. First, dust or any kind of bugs or anything on the go, this first shield protects it, and the goggles inside gives you a cooling effect while you're riding right into the sun early in the morning, or maybe through the afternoon if you're riding through the course of the day. These goggles are of good quality and really cool things down on the go. Now that's about it, I guess. I hope I've covered all the aspects. Again, just in case you were worried about the price, it's around 9,000 rupees, but believe me, it's worth every penny. You're getting more value for the amount you shell down. Or just in case you want a very affordable helmet, full face helmet with the ISI certified helmet or ISI branding or ISI mark on it, I've already reviewed that Vega Riker helmet around 2,000 rupees or just below that, and you can watch that video as well. I've mentioned the link in the description portion below. But believe me, if you're buying a bike that's powerful enough, like around 200cc and above, I would request that you buy this helmet, because it's around 9,000 rupees. We keep spending so much for smartphones, right? These smartphones, though they are very useful, they connect us all around the world, they have their own advantages, but ultimately we spend so much, 20-30k just like that every 6 months we shell out to buy a new smartphone, just to keep up to date with the market, or just to have it on board as a fashion statement, just to flaunt it around. But helmets are something that will save your life. Like, if you care for the loved ones who care for you, if you think about them, like there's an entire family and a friend circle that's revolving around you, and they want you to share this life. We only live once, right? So share this life through the entirety of it. Why not invest in something good? And another important point, not many of them mention this, that each helmet can only take one impact. Now, if you've already had a crash or an accident, God forbid something like that happen, but just in case if you've had it and the helmet has gone through that impact, I would recommend or suggest that you replace that helmet immediately, because the shell structure, the consistency of the helmet, once it is disturbed, then you cannot expect it to absorb that impact the second time around. So the impact absorption capability of a helmet is completely it is disturbed once it takes a major impact. So I would suggest that just in case, even if it's a small impact, you have had a crash, you have fallen down, the helmet has absorbed that impact, then I would suggest you immediately change the helmet, no matter how expensive it is. You go for another helmet, because that life matters, man. Like, we only live once, and so many people care for you, so many people depend on you. So it's our responsibility, to make sure that at least from our side, we try to equip ourselves with as much of riding precautions as possible. So that's about it. This is about the helmet crash absorption capabilities. Am I missing out on anything else? I guess that's about it. The price also has been shared, and you can get in touch with Shamal. You can call number in the description portion below, or it will be flashed on the screen through the course of this video, and you can get in touch with him to order this, and I'm sure he'll be shipping it across to your place. And there's nothing called commission or anything involved in this, because this is just that you guys kept requesting me to talk about the helmet that I'm using, and I thought I might not, instead of doing a voiceover, having a straight talk with you guys would be a lot more useful, is what I thought. So this was my take on my helmet, the Origine GT helmet. And yes, talking about the certifications, that might be one more question on your mind. There was some incident in Bangalore when suddenly the cops made claims that we have to have only ISI certified helmets. But again, there was another correction or a report from media where we had the statement that the reason the cops insisted on that is because people were wearing way too cheap helmets, around 300-400 worth helmets, without even that were not even having the ISI mark. So ultimately, helmet rule is imposed for our safety. So the cops doesn't like that, they don't get anything out of it. They want our safety to be the priority. So that is the reason they have imposed this rule. So we need to cooperate with them. So they have told that we need to use ISI certified helmets, because at least there is some safety standard to abide by, and the construction method and everything is inspected, and then the ISI mark is given to that helmet. So this helmet is ECE certified as well as DOT certified. So this meets higher safety regulations and safety standards. ECE is the European standard for safety, DOT is the standard for safety for US. So these do maintain very high quality construction methods, and definitely they are as good or even better than the ISI branded helmets, because that's why they are more expensive. So as far as my knowledge goes, there is no definitive rule that has been passed by the government that we have to wear ISI branded helmets. You can wear good quality helmets. So long as you're wearing good quality helmets and you tell them that this is better, this offers better safety than even an ISI branded helmet, then I think they'll be convinced, and ultimately their motive is to educate people about road safety. And if you're trying to offer better safety for yourself, I feel there shouldn't be any problem with them accepting that. This is just my opinion. Let's hope for that. There's no definitive rule that I have at least seen in the newspaper or something like that, where the government has made it mandatory that we have to wear an ISI branded helmet. So I think ECE or DOT certified helmets also can be used and are being used on a day-to-day basis. So that shouldn't be an issue. So that takes care of the certification part as well. So this is a very good helmet that I am very satisfied with. And if you are interested in procuring this helmet, feel free to contact Shamal Bhai. That's about it. Hope you enjoyed watching this straight talk video, straight talk helmet review. Forgive me if it was a bit lengthy. I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart talk with you guys. Until next time, this is Dinos saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.
And when you feel like you're nothing, but you wanna be something, yeah, well, all you really need is hope.